How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm gonna review the Logitech g502 gaming mouse. Now in the past I have reviewed a couple of mouses, and the one I have been using is a vertical mouse, which is the Anker vertical mouse. I've done a video on that as well, and I'm recently getting into gaming again, and unfortunately that mouse is not good for gaming at all. In fact, every other vertical mouse is not, because I guess they're just not made for gaming. So I picked this one up for £50. It's a bit dusty because I've been using it. And in my opinion, this is probably the best mouse you can get for gaming. It's so comfortable to use. This is like so ergonomic. It's so nice to use. Obviously, we'll start with the unboxing, and I'll also show you the software that you need to download. You don't have to download it, but I think you should, because it's much better with it, which allows you to change the RGB lighting and stuff like that. So in the box actually comes with some weights that you can put on it, each of them 3.6 grams I believe, and you can open the bottom over here from the side like that, and you can pop them in there. Now I haven't put any of them in. I did try them with all of them in, and you can put them in different places, so you can have like the left of the mouse heavier than the other side and stuff like that. And this thing just like clips in there. I'll just go ahead and put this back in, and it's magnetic, so I'll just show you that it's magnetic. But the thing is, the mouse itself without any of these weights is pretty heavy. I mean, for the mouse, I actually thought, with the weights, it's meant to keep the mouse on the table. Well, it is, but I'm more of a guy who picks up the mouse and then takes it somewhere back into this position like that and use it like that. And for that, it's not good because it's heavy and you just want to like drop down onto the table again. So I took them all out, and now it's better. I like this the way it is, but it could have been a little bit lighter. I think it still is pretty heavy without the weights. Now let's talk about the buttons. So it has about 9 or something buttons. You can map each and every one of them. So you got the left and the right click, and then you got these two buttons. These can be mapped, so they're not really like DPI high or low and whatever. They can be mapped, so I'm not going to tell you which ones there are. By default, these two are DPI down and then up, and then there's LEDs that show you which DPI you're on, and then there's this one which changes the profile, and you can have up to 3 profiles. And this button here actually makes the wheel clickless, so it just rolls, and this is really cool. But when you're scrolling up and down web pages, they kind of go down, and then when it comes back up, it just kind of scrolls all over the place, and then you can just have a clicky, so it's nice. And the wheel also has 2 more buttons, which is left and right, so you can push it left and right. And normally this is mapped for scrolling left and right on web pages and stuff if you're zoomed in. There's also 3 buttons down here, so 1, 2 and 3, and these can be mapped. Now the RGB, well, there are no lights other than the logo over here and these LED indicators. Now let's go ahead and show you the software, which is basically where everything is at. Now in terms of specs, this thing goes up to 12,000 DPI, which is absolutely insane. We can go ahead and open the Logitech gaming software here, and here it is. Now you can see it's recognized the mouse. You can actually use the onboard memory, so it does have the onboard memory. Home, you can go into the mouse settings, and over here you can change the DPI and the buttons, so you can map them to each wherever. So you've got the left, so we just scroll left, and then the right, you've got mouse 3, which is obviously just it clicks down. I forgot to mention that. This is the profile switch. Now the profiles are up here. Now let me go ahead and talk about what these are, because all of these is pretty much mappable and it's kind of pretty straightforward. Now profiles, you can actually map to different games or whatever, so you can have a separate profile and have it mapped to really low DPI, and that's for like normal use, and or if you want to play a game at 1080p, you have that. And then at 4K, when you're on desktop mode, you can have like a higher DPI. So this is right now changing the DPI switch, and that's why this mouse is getting a bit funky. And you can have different color ones as well, I believe. It also works with the color. So if I change the DPI to a different one, as you can see, the color changes on the LEDs, and they've got a different assign. You can customize this completely. Now right now I'm using profile 1, which has 200 wherever all the, and there's this 12,000 up here. Now this thing here is you can use this and assign a DPI to this button. So if you're using if you're playing FPS games, this button will allow you to just click once, and then the DPI is gonna go slow for just a moment, and then it's going to go back, or you can press it goes slow, then you can press it again and it goes back to fast. You can just go ahead and change these. Now if you go ahead and change the DPI, which you click with the button up, it changes in the software as well as the mouse. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump onto a different profile which shows you more. Now hopefully you can see this. So oh, this one didn't have any. Let's just use this one. So as you can see, if I go up, it changes the lights. I'll go ahead and change the lights over here. So I've got it into this color here because the way I have my room is a bit dark and I like this a bit dark. It matches the keyboard. But I can go ahead and put the white color on over here. There we go. Now this also changes the LEDs for the DPI indicator. So I can go up. So hopefully you can see that, and then down. And this only stays up for a moment, and then it just goes off just to indicate what DPI is on. So this is the slowest, and then this is the highest. And you can have these two buttons to do the DPI change. Let's go ahead and do that. Up and higher, faster. I'll move with the mouse the same amount, and then this is the highest. It goes absolutely insane. I'll just go ahead and lower it down. Okay, so you can actually change the brightness, as you can change to color cycle, which is gonna change the color automatically, and same with the DPI colors over there. So it's RGB is quite nice, and you can change the speed of that. You can make it go fast. It looks nice. The light I have got on right now is too bright, so maybe you can't see that. But then you can have breathing effect, which obviously is breathing effect. I have it on fixed color because I find it this is kind of where I'm at, because it can get a bit annoying. Not that it is annoying, it's just a me. This is where I like it. It's pretty nice, really. I do really like this mouse. If you're looking for a gaming mouse, this is where it ends, because all you need is this mouse, and it'll work. Trust me, you don't need to do anything more. It has some options that I don't even use. There's that, but I mean, it works for me perfectly fine, no problems. I don't need to change the color because I don't like this one. That's a nice color. Okay, that's it for this video. It's a mouse. Obviously it's good. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go buy it. Do recommend this. It's 50 quid, but I think it's worth it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video.